Did you know that the lady who is responsible for the Matrix movie, the Terminator trilogies, and more is Sophia Stewart? Right, but get this, Sophia Stewart was targeted by two filmmakers who pretty much took the credit for her work. With a name that you couldn't forget, the Wachowski brothers, who now the Wachowski sisters, being now that they both identify as being trans, has totally changed the concept of the movie, The Matrix, for me. So you mean to tell me that they not only stole Sophia Stewart ideas, but they then went on after making millions of dollars and decided to be transgender?
You take the blue pill, the story ends, you wake up in your bed and believe whatever you want to believe. You take the red pill, you stay in Wonderland, and I show you how deep the rabbit hole goes.
But then again, I can believe it. So the one-time Wachowski brothers, who now identify as the Wachowski sisters, they're not exempt from any of that stuff.
All I'm offering is the truth.
It's crazy. Why didn't the hell, this didn't make damn national coverage, like national news and shit, like nobody covered this? Like, what the fuck is going on? The major what in the hell? So the Wachowski brothers are the Wachowski sisters. And from the moment that I, just Googled them and shit and looked the shit up, I'm just like, something is off with this damn picture right here. Now I see for sure that it was some shit that was off because of this whole trans change, sex change. And they stole the idea from Sophia Stewart.
People have to wake up and shift their consciousness so they can create, so they can build. Because you can't stay in the past. Everything must change.
The players are basically, the Wachowskis caused so much trouble, they were forced to be made to look like women because they caused so much problem. There's a price to pay in the cartel. And that's why Mike Lang has had his head on the chopping block, Steve. He had to brag. I asked the contact, why did he take Becca to bed? The answer, his ego. So we would never have known of Michael Eisner's involvement. Michael, pay attention. They do watch our programs. They do.
And would you accept?
The police, the music from Mel Gibson, we've got, So what happens is a woman shows up while I'm going to finish writing the material. Otika Ball comes along. Who's Otika Ball? A beautiful woman, absolutely stunning, drop dead gorgeous. Former Miss
Baby into the Matrix?
That's right. Out of your matrix, you have a matrix. Ooh. I have a matrix. It's called a womb. All women have this. The difference between a man and a woman is the matrix, the womb. Wow. Not the vagina and the penis. It doesn't make a man or a woman or a man. It's the womb. We can have babies, but never have a baby. He will never have an umbilical cord, which is a feeding tube. He will never have breast milk to feed the baby. He will never have estrogen flowing through his body to expand the matrix for 9 months or 36 weeks while the baby is being fed till he's born.
I had no clue that the baby into the
Terminator is the prequels to, or the beginning of the Matrix. Sarah Connor is actually Neo's mother. So JC, John Connor's Jesus Christ, grows up to be Neo, one and the same in the Matrix. The Matrix is in the future. The Terminator is the past. It's time travel, past, present, and future time travel. It's the second coming of the Christ, the evolutions of consciousness, man versus the machine. So the machines, the Terminator machines, hear that a child is going to be born that's going to terminate them in the future when they oppress man. Because see, it's a man versus the machine. It's God's children versus man's children, which was technology. So the Terminator has the time travel to the past because they know it's Sarah Connor. And they have to kill her, terminate her, so she won't have the baby. And Kyle Reese, he comes from the future to protect her, and he inadvertently gets her pregnant. And he has to go back to the future. And so it's the Immaculate Conception, because now she's pregnant and she fell in love with a man, but did it really happen? Did he exist? That's what the Matrix is about, to wake you up from the Matrix, to get you out of the illusions and the lies and the ignorance. The red pill is about the blood of the living beings. The black and the blue ink is the machines. But this is the humans' world. We are the winners. They are the losers. So people need to exert their free will regardless of what anybody wants. People have to wake up and shift their consciousness so they can create, so they can build. Because you can't stay in the past. Everything must change.
Yeah, well, first of all, I want to tell people there were 3 court cases, and I won the other 2 court cases, but they won't report it at all. They got all these trolls on the internet still talking about the 2005 RICO case. It was a criminal case that I initiated because the government failed to protect my copyrights. This work came from my copyrighted script and copyrighted book in the 80s while I was at USC. And they adapted it to the screen and in all these movies you saw, except for the last one, Matrix Regurgitation, Resuscitation, bringing something back that's dead, or Resurrection has nothing to do with my work.
Terminator is the prequels to
7,000-year-old word that comes from the King James's Bible. You guys are not aware of that, but you can Google this as I speak. Matrix, like I said, the word is 7,000-year-old. In Exodus 34th chapter, 19th verse, God says, he who opens up the matrix are my children born with souls, including the animals. Because in the future, man would create his own children, which are clones and drones. You know, they will not be born with souls. That's what the matrix is really about. It's hidden in the woman's womb. The stargate, the portal to bring you into this physical world, comes from the feminine energy of creativity. Genesis in the Bible is an anagram. Genesis is no word. But if you flip it around and you make it into 2 words, it's nothing but it's genes. Isgenes. And in Genesis, which is talking about genes, it's talking about 2 children being born. God's children was already on the earth. And when the Elohim or the devil or the angels or third of them that fell upon the earth, when they got here and they saw God's children, they said, let us create our own children in our image, mankind, or a kind of man, but not a living soul. The living soul could only be created in the matrix, which is the woman's womb. When you see in the matrix them going up and down the telephone line, their physical bodies are asleep on the ship. That's because God's children are 3-dimensional beings. The first body is the astral body, which comes with blood, water, and spirits. The second body is the physical body that you occupy. It's transportation, just like you go get in your car. The mother is eating from the dirt of the earth, which is fruits, food that's grown from the dirt. She's feeding the baby through the umbilical cord, and it takes 9 months or 36 weeks for the second body to be created. The doctor will not perform an abortion at 12 weeks because he's killing a living soul. Because at 12 weeks, the soul, which is vibrating, so when the doctor performs an abortion, it's killing a living soul. It's committing murder. But that's why at 11 weeks, they will perform the abortion, because all they're getting rid of is the waste in a woman's body, the blood that is prepared, that goes away when she does not get pregnant.
What is the economy going to look like in the future?
Okay, let me tell you what the economy is going to look like after the matrix. What's going to happen is we're not, like I said before, not going to have all this time anymore. So, like the system that we have now is being bogged down with a lot of money, a lot of problems. So, like the jails and the prison system that you...
the Terminator. So...
Okay, the video that I'm about to show.
What is the economy going to look like in the future?
Okay, let me tell you what the economy is going to look like after the matrix. What's going to happen is we're not, like I said before, not going to have all this time anymore. So, like the system that we have now is being bogged down with a lot of money, a lot of problems. So, like the jails and the prison system that you guys are familiar with is too time consuming. And then, like I said, there's not going to be all this money. It's going to be digital, like what they're talking about now. That's how the economy is going to change. It's going to be a cashless society. But it has to be an honest society of cash flow. But anyway, this is how the world's going to look. Say, for instance, you have motion sensors all over the highways and the freeways. And you're in your car, and all of a sudden, your car wiggles on the road. Well, they're going to send a hologram drone to your car, and he's going to come and he's going to scan your retinal, he's going to scan your body, he's going to read your text message to see if you were texting, he's going to scan your body to see if you were on drugs or anything, and this is how they know if you did something illegal. Then they're going to notify the real cop cars to come and give you a ticket. You're going to have a universal card, a driving license, like a swipe card, but it's everything. It has your information on there. It has your vitals, everything. You know, it's all tied into the system, banking system. So once he takes your swipe card, universal card, it's like a driving license, goes to his scored card, he has a little computer mounted on there, he'll swipe it, and one little box will fall open, and your receipt will come out. He'll take the card and your receipt and give it to you, and then you can go on. Because in the future, there will be no more judges, no more juries, no more executioners. This will be on you if you can't behave yourself. Because in the future, what they're going to do is bring you in when you create a violation or commit a felony. They're going to bring you in on a gurney, put a microchip the size of a pinhead in the delicate part of your brain. It's a LoJack, because they're going to take the ankle bracelet from here, this little chip in your brain, they can track you via satellite. So that means that the satellites can actually see where you are if you go to Moscow or New York or to London. They can actually zoom in on you and videotape you committing a crime. So they don't have to take you to court now. They have actual everything on you videotape. Then they're going to send a drone transporter that can pick you up. The drone transporters are going to be bigger in the future. They're little now, but they're going to be major in the future. So they'll send a drone transporter. You won't even hear it. It'll come and it'll be silent. It'll land. It'll open up like a giant claw, suck you in, and sedate you on the way back to Homeland Security. At this point, they'll put you on a gurney and they'll put these virtual laser rings around your body. They may be white or gold. And they will put one around each arm, and this will be activated according to your behavior. So if you go and walking around in the malls and people see these rings around you, this is called a virtual penal system. So if you snatch a purse, it activates the ring cuts your hands off, but it stops you from bleeding.
Now wait. Is this?
No, this is true. This is real technology, alien technology that's coming. But go ahead, what do you want out?
Wait, let's not scare everyone.
Well, it's definitely coming.
Is this
It's to prepare you.
Is this in your book?
It's in my Matrix 4 book. It's real technology. Homeland Security and the FBI, they got autographed copies of my book because they're talking about the new technology that's 10 to 15 years ahead. It's coming. That you need to be prepared for. That's why you see movies and you see new technology in the movie. It's to shift your consciousness and to help you to adapt to what's coming. But this is very true because you see now they're just on the iceberg, the tip of the iceberg with virtual reality and holograms. But as we go on into the future, this technology is going to become greater. It's going to be a part of your world. You go to Starbucks and you see on television, on a flat screen, that a murder was committed. But what happens in the future, It becomes a hologram that surrounds you, and you can actually step into the crime scenes and investigate yourself. You can be a participant. No more someone telling you something. You can actually find out facts on your own. It's going to be a part of our world. So this technology that I'm telling you about is more in details in my book, but it's a reality. It's talking about a wireless engine. Yes, you know about the steam engine, which was driven by water. You know about the gas engine that we have right now, and the Tesla engine is the electrical car, electricity. But I'm talking that in the future, 15 to 20 years, it's going to be a wireless engine with no water, no gas, no fossil fuel, gasoline. It's definitely going to be a vibration where the musical note that you're going to see Morpheus in the Matrix 4 part, a wireless engine, just like Tesla was talking about, the wireless light bulb. Now, everybody has always laughed at geniuses. This goes way back. They laughed at Henry Ford with the car, the Wright brothers with the airplane, Tesla, he had the wireless light bulb, Apple, Steve Jobs with the iPads and iPhones. But this is what's coming. You don't have to believe me, but this is real technology.
No, this is not nothing to be played with. She will represent Sophia Stewart, who is the correct.
Yo, Levi.
John Connors grows up to be Neo in The Matrix. The Matrix is the future part of the work. It's past, present, and future time travel. That's right. Yeah, I know but it's true. Because if you look at the first three Terminators, and the first Terminator, he comes from the future, from his own planet of technology, because they're going to enslave mankind in the future. But they know there is a baby that's going to be born that's going to destroy the machines. So they have to time travel, and that's where you see him coming through a portal, landing naked without shame, because he's a microchip clone cyborg. He doesn't know he's naked because he's a machine. And he's looking for Sarah Connor because she's going to have the baby, the one. That's part of the oracle's prophet, John Connor.
Did you know that?
Yeah.
Come on.
You know what I mean?
Can I ask you a question, Queen?
Please ask me anything you want.
The future, I know that your books that you write is based upon the future and how you was talking about transhumanism and stuff like that. But they'll keep coming out with these different so-called variants. Where is the future heading now?
The future is headed just like what I got in Matrix 4, Evolution. You got to read the book. Evolution is telling you that there are new machines on the rise, a greater threat than before in the first Matrix. Now the machines, instead of Agent Smith has evolved into a greater threat, a newer type of machine. I'm talking about the Matrix world, which is the virtual world, which is metaverse. I've been talking about that for the last 11 years. That's right. Metaverse has been in my book for 11 years.
Wow. So the metaverse is like the Matrix.
It is the Matrix.
Oh, shit.
It's virtual reality. I was talking about the virtual skateboard, the virtual jail cells, which is called the penal cell, the virtual penal cells and stuff. You know, I've been talking about the new virtual companies and the Bitcoins and all of this stuff, and where the iPad is going to go to in the future when the satellites start ruling. The iPads are going to become a little 6x9 thin tablet everybody's going to have in their hands, but it becomes everything. It is our television. It is our newspaper. It is our magazine, our schools, our jobs. It become one. It become one with the satellite. It becomes everything. Do you see what I'm saying?
Indeed. That's what Elon Musk is doing right now with the Starlink, huh?
The Neuralink.
Yeah, but I've been talking about it. He's been listening. Elon Musk has been listening to me for years. Matrix and Sophia Stewart came way before any Elon Musk even got out there with Tesla's mess, with Tesla's patents, okay?
Nice.
Sophia Stewart was already in the Matrix before Elon Musk was ever even heard of. Am I
Indeed.
lying or not?
You
Matrix,
you
March the
existed
31st,
before Elon
19.
Musk.
That's right.
Yeah, I agree.
That's right. I'm
You
talking about
talked
my
about
work in the
yeah,
movies.
your work, exactly. It's
The
all
work
there.
in the movies, in the books existed before Elon Musk. So I don't know why they're listening to him. Hell, you can read the books and see the movies and see what I'm talking about. They just give it a new name, a new twist. It's been called the Matrix world, the Matrix attraction. I was talking